Hello and welcome, Brett here with clickmill.co. So I'm going to go ahead, share my screen with you, and we're going to continue right where we left off. Now, you'll see I spent probably 15 minutes. I went through the keywords. I brought in a bunch of keywords. So you'll see we've got about 60 or about 70 here. And I have just gone over, and maybe we'll just review these. I've got chef's clogs. So I kind of focused in on clogs, best chef clogs, men's chef clogs, all these. Then we come down, you'll see kitchen shoes, kitchen non-slip shoes. We've got black in here. I told you we'd probably find black kitchen shoes, 90 and 15. Kitchen clogs, 590, 22. It's a bit, it's just kind of a creative process to be going through there and saying, what are all the ways that someone could say this? Now, some of these are really high in search volume, like 3,600 searches a month and 35 difficulty, a little bit harder. Some of them are low search volume. Burgard, which I happen to know they sell. Burgard kitchen shoes, 50 searches a month with 1 difficulty. Well, we should go scoop that up. So we've got some options. Now, what I did was I looked at the listing, and I'm actually refilming this video because in the last video that I filmed for you where I did this live, I didn't share my screen. So here we are. But make sure I'm sharing my screen. You are sharing your screen. Awesome. So what I did was I came through here and you'll see as we saw in the prior video, we have, Birkenstock A630 chef clogs. And so I went through here and I started doing the looking back and forth here and saying, how can we re-say some of this stuff? Do I need A630? There's not really any search volume for that. So that got cut first. And then what am I going to do? Well, how about Alpro Birkenstock? I mean, that's basically here. So that's something that we went in and we say here, Alpro Birkenstock. But notice we're going to stack the keywords here. These titles, Google can identify that there can be multiple keywords in here. So we've got Alpro Birkenstock that we put in, but I came through and I'm like, well, what are other keywords I can kind of put in here? Kitchen shoes. We already had, I believe, kitchen shoes, but we have black kitchen shoes. There's 90 searches a month and 15 difficulty. So that's really good. So let's see how we did that. Well, they're Alpro Birkenstock's black kitchen chef shoes. So notice I actually have chef shoes in there as well. So black kitchen chef shoes. And now over here, this is one I'm actually excited to target, 590 and 22, because I mean, that's a 22 for 590 in this industry is a deal. So kitchen clogs. So we actually did the focus keyword on kitchen clogs. But you'll notice we've kind of stacked a bunch of keywords in here. So Google gets a more in-depth understanding of what it is that we're selling. And also we have more ways for users and potential people finding the page here to find this. It is black. We are describing it. It is a chef shoe. It is a kitchen clog. It is an Alpro Birkenstock. And so all of these can be worked together. And so you'll notice they can search this in any number of ways. If they search Alpro Birkenstock, they're going to get it. If they search black kitchen shoes, they're going to get it. If they're searching chef shoes, they're going to find it. Now, if they search, oh my goodness, if they search Alpro Birkenstock chef shoes, they're going to find it. And so this just is it looks like we're talking to the person. These are Alpro Birkenstock black kitchen chef shoes. That's what they are. So a person can read it and it makes sense. So that's important. And also the search engine can read it and make sense of it too. Now, coming down into here, I didn't change the description at all. But you'll notice I did update the keywords in the description. So I'll zoom in here. These Alpro kitchen clogs. So notice that's the focus keyword here. That's what we're really targeting in on. And that's also why this is front loaded. I put that at the beginning because we're really trying to optimize for that 590 searches and 22 difficulty. So the Alpro A630, that's fine. I'll leave this in the description. It's not a huge deal. We just don't want it in the title where we have a very limited number of characters. Kitchen clogs from Birkenstock are the perfect way to take care of your feet when working long days in the kitchen. So I updated this and cut out no, I don't think I did. That was on the bottom part. So this is right. Here we go, black kitchen chef shoes. And you'll notice black kitchen chef shoes. Will blend any form. The clogs are comfortable. Okay, now it said the clogs. I put in kitchen clogs. Okay, so we're targeting that. Make sure you keep your eye on your feet what am I saying? Be sure to keep you on your feet as long as possible. The cork footbed is synonymous with the now it just said Birkenstock before, but I said Alpro Birkenstock because we're targeting that keyword. So I just put Alpro here in front of Birkenstock. Name offers a great arch support as well as flexible, whatever. The Alpro 630, here we go. Kitchen clogs. Basically, anytime it gives the Alpro 630, we can put a keyword after it, and that reads naturally. The Alpro 630 kitchen clogs has suede footbed liner. Now, does the manufacturer, this is basically, but actually this wasn't, this was written by them. But either way, whether you're working with a manufacturer's description or a client description, you know, they're just saying the facts. We're implementing the keywords. Now, the user has no idea these aren't actually called the kitchen clogs. They're just going to read this and be like, cool, they're called kitchen clogs. Good, that's what I searched. That's what we want. They're not going to know any of this SEO is in there, and that's awesome. Now, coming down, I did go through the specifications, and you'll notice here it says non-slip, and that's all there was. But there is non-slip kitchen shoes right here, kitchen whatever. Non-slip is a keyword in here. Non-slip shoes for working, non-slip water proof shoes, whatever. There's a couple options here. So I picked one of those, and I'm not really going to say I'm targeting the listing for it, but just because it's an opportunity here, non-slip kitchen shoes. So I threw kitchen shoes on the back end because that's one of the keywords, and awesome. So now we will have some potential to rank for that keyword as well. Now, the goal in here is that this should read naturally to a person. And, you know, we want to include keywords. We don't want to stuff them. If we're just cramming them in here, and Google, you know, Google is going to look at it and be like, okay, this is really spammy. This is really tacky. You're out. And it's going to kick us off YouTube, or you kick us off Google. So we want it to read naturally. And that's why as I'm reading through this, we're just looking for the comfortable places to just reword things just a little so it reads naturally. And also we've got those in there. Now, if you don't have a description, you're going to have to write one. And you know, if the description's really bad, you may have to totally alter it. So be aware of that. But this is the basic kind of update that we made to this listing. Now, coming down here, the thing that I want to specify, and in your workflow, I know I'm kind of messing it up a little bit here. The page title, this is again for your SEO title and your SEO meta description. And just to remind you, that is this. So when I type in the site : and then the name of the exact listing, this is what is currently there. Alpro A630 Chef Clogs Fiamara, and then the title, subtitle here. Okay, so this is what's showing up. Now, that's what we're looking at. So that's the Google facing information. Now we want the page title on the Google facing. Okay, so this is called your meta title. I don't know why it doesn't say that in here. It has to be 70 characters or less to actually show up on Google. And so you'll notice here, this shows up fine because they actually have a really short title until we've updated it. But this right here is too long, as we've already noticed. And so that's a problem. So when we come back over to the product, the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure the meta title and the actual product title on the inside of the site are identical. So what I recommend you do in your workflow is edit the meta title first, get that so it fits close to 70 characters, 70 or less. The only real exception to that is going to be if you're intentionally trying to build like interests. Oh, what was he going to say? So, you know, it's like these, you know, Birkenstock chef's clogs, kitchen clogs are the world's best at, oh, what are they the best at? I have to know. So, I mean, if you're really confident in your ability to build that kind of, you know, I've got to know, fear of missing out on what it could be, that can increase click-through rates. I don't use that very often. I wouldn't say that's like something I'm terribly skilled at, but that is a strategy. But beyond that, you pretty much want it to fit within the 70 characters. So create your title here in the header one, because it's just going to count characters for you. Then copy it like this, take it to the top. And I've already done this, but take it to the top, paste it in here. Okay, and so you've got the same one for both. Now, what they have done, and I assume this client will probably have done this in more places, they had originally just taken that whole description from the top and dropped it in the bottom. Well, that was way too long. So I found the part on Google that Google liked, because Google, as we saw, was just taking a piece of it. So I took, and actually Google wasn't even just taking a piece of it. They were actually cutting 2 sentences and putting them together. So I just took those 2 sentences and then deleted everything else and reworked it. And it now says these Alpro A630 keyword kitchen clogs. Okay, we have that in the title, kitchen clogs. That's our focus keyword from Birkenstock, are the perfect black kitchen chef shoes. Black kitchen chef shoes to keep your feet feeling great all day. Shop now. And there we go. So that is a really good, clean meta description. Now, I will tell you the meta descriptions cannot be longer than 160 characters. And I did look into this in the last video as well. Again, I'm refilming this, but I did go and double check this on Shopify. And you'll see here 320 characters. I do not know why it says that, because the longest search, and you'll see we've already kind of looked at this. Here we go. The longest Google search listing, which is what this is about 160 characters. So it doesn't make sense why we would have 320. That may just be something that Shopify allows. I am unaware that there's any strategy of why you'd want to do that. I also looked up chef's clogs and a number of other listings to double check this. I see nothing online currently that is going to enable 320 characters to show. So we do want that meta description to be fully visible, again, unless we're using the mystery and intrigue, kind of like hook them and pull them in because there's something they want left to be known after the 3 dots, but probably not the go-to, at least for this training. So definitely make sure it fits here in 160 characters. And I do believe we also will have a video coming up next year where I'm actually working on that, and the screen did share. So you'll see how I went through and did the meta description, but that's the overview there. And that basically wraps up this product. Now, again, in the next video, you're going to see I am going to look at the meta description, but since this has been indexed and may actually already be live online, because I filmed the rest of this course yesterday and then realized I filmed that incorrectly. Firstly, we're going to come in here, we're going to update this, and we're going to see how this looks. Top kitchen clogs, Alpro Birkenstock. See, that's much more reader friendly. I don't think anybody cares about the A630 thing. Now, you'll see here, kitchen clogs from Birkenstock. Okay, so we've got keyword targeted in here too. So we can see the updates are live there and the page is live. So let's always check the page here. And then I'll also show you. We'll refresh this and see if Google has updated this. Not now. Alpro, yeah, see, Google already took the updates because we indexed it. And again, that'll be in another video. So you're getting a spoiler here. Alpro Birkenstock black kitchen chef shoes, top kitchen clogs. Awesome. So it took the title. These Alpro A630 kitchen clogs from Birkenstock are the perfect black kitchen chef shoes to keep your feet feeling great all day. So this is already live on Google. Again, I just did this yesterday. So already live on Google, and you can see the new updated listing. We have removed the whole ... here, and we have filled out the title. It actually takes the full length of this potential space. So this looks great. Good update. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we will be discussing the meta description. So I'll see you there. God bless.